Hello, hello, you lovely, lovely people. Richard Arnold here, a keen supporter for many years now, of course, of the Not Forgotten Association, which, of course, this year marks its centenary year, 100 years of the NFA. What worrying times we live in at the moment, guys. I know, I feel it myself. We're all separated and isolated from loved ones and friends and family. We can't keep in touch with them the way we used to always do. But fear not, this too shall pass. We will meet again. But in the meantime, a little something to lift the nation's spirits. The Not Forgotten Association, along with some very special friends, have put together a cheeky little show for you. So sit back and enjoy the best seat in the house.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long.
Hello everyone, once again it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the best seat in the house, a show brought to you by the Not Forgotten Association. Our family is getting bigger and bigger by the week, so we're delighted you could be with us. I'll tell you what, join in with these. Call round any old time and make yourself at home. Put your feet on the mantel shelf, open the cupboard and help yourself. I don't care if your friends have left you all alone. Rich or poor, knock at the door and make yourself at home. Call round any old time and make yourself at home. Put your feet on the mantel shelf, open the cupboard and help yourself. I don't care if your friends have left you all alone. Rich or poor, knock at the door and make yourself at home. Fall in and follow me. Fall in and follow me. Come along and never mind the weather. All together, stand by me, boys. I know the way to go. I'll take you on a spree. You do as I do and you'll do right. Fall in and follow me. And again. Fall in and follow me. Fall in and follow me. Come along and never mind the weather. All together. Stand by me, boys. I know the way to go. I'll take you on a spree. You do as I do and you'll do right. Fall in and follow me. As I walk along the path along with an independent air, you can hear the girl declare, he must be a millionaire. You can see them sigh and wish to die. You can see them with the upper right, the man who broke the bank at. That's right. As I walk along the path along with an independent air, hear the girl declare, he must be a millionaire. You can see them sigh and wish to die. You can see them with the upper right, the man who broke the... Oh, Antonio, he's gone away. Left me all alone, all on my own. I'd like to meet him with his new sweetheart. Then up we'll go and his ice cream cart. Oh, Antonio, he's gone away, left me all alone, all on my own. I'd like to meet him with his new sweetheart. Then up we'll go and his how boiled beef and carrots, boiled beef and carrots. That's the stuff of your derby kill. It makes you fit, it keeps you well. Don't live like vegetarians on stuff they give stuff parrots. Promote your night, blow out your cart on boiled beef and carrots. Boiled beef and carrots, boiled beef and carrots. And that's the stuff of your derby kill. It makes you fit, it keeps you well. Don't live like vegetarians on stuff they give stuff parrots. Promote your night, blow out your cart on. With someone like you, a pal, good and true, I'd like to leave it all behind and go and find a place that's known to God alone. Just a spot to call our own. We'll find a perfect peace where joy will never cease. Out there beneath a kindly sky, we'll build a sweet little nest somewhere out in the west and let the rest of the world go by. One of the ruins a crumble, knocked about a bit. One that Oliver crumble, knocked about a bit. In the gay old days, there used to be some doings. No wonder that the poor old abbey went to ruins. And them to started history, sing and shout of it. And you can bet your life there isn't a doubt of it. 'Cause outside the Oliver Cromwell last Saturday night, I was one of the ruins of Cromwell, knocked about a bit. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Who were you with last night? Who were you with last night? It wasn't your sister, it wasn't your ma. Who were you with last night? Out in the pale moonlight. Are you gonna tell your missus when you get home who you were with last night? Don't have any more, Mrs. Moore. Mrs. Moore, please don't have any more. The more you have, the more you want, they say, and in the theatre's as good as a feast any day. If you have any more, Mrs. Moore, you'll have to rent the house next door. They're all right when they're here, but take my advice, oh dear, and don't have any more, Mrs. Moore. Yeah, you know this one. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I'll never use them. Take my arms, I want to lose them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you. You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Hello, hello, who's your lady friend? And who's the little girlie by your side? I've seen you with a girl or two. Oh, 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 I am surprised at you. Hello, hello, what's your little game? And don't you think your ways you ought to mend? It isn't the girl I saw you with at Brighton. Ooh, ooh, who's your lady friend? There was I, waiting at the church, waiting at the church, waiting at the church, when I found it left me in the lurch. Lord, how it did upset me. All at once he sent me round a note. Here's the very note, and this is what he wrote. I can't get away to marry you today. Why? Here we go again, ready? My old man said, and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the van with me unpacked in it. I followed on with the old cockle in it. I dillied, I dallied, I dallied and I dillied. Lost me way, I don't know where to roam. Now you can't trust a special like me when you can't find underneath the arches. I'll dream my dreams away. Underneath the arches, on cobblestones I lie. Every night you'll find me tired out and worn, happy when the daylight comes creeping, heralding the dawn, sleeping when it's raining and sleeping when it's fine. I hear the trains rattling by above. Pavement is my pillow, no matter where I stray. Underneath the arches, I'll dream my dreams away. The bells are ringing before. That's right. The birds are singing again. Everybody's been knowing to our wedding they're going, and for weeks they've been showing every Susie and Sal. They're congregating. The parson's waiting. You know, you're getting better by the minute. And someday we're gonna build a little home for 2 or 3 or 4 or more in love land for me and my gal. And someday we're gonna build a little home for 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 in love land for me and my girl. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm singing, just singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm singing, just singing in the rain. I'm singing, just singing in the rain. In the rain. In the rain. Ah.
Hi, I'm Stephen Bowman from Blake, and on behalf of myself and the boys in the band, I just wanted to say that we understand that it's very, very difficult for many of you to get through this period of isolation in these very unusual times. For many of us, the simple things in life have changed. We're not able to do those things which gave us pleasure before. For me, not being able to get on a stage and sing in harmony with the rest of the guys to hopefully lift spirits is something that I'm finding very unusual indeed. But hopefully, if all of us can just get through this period, keep strong, keep positive, there will be a time not long from now when things are back the way that they were. And we can be back on stage, we can be performing, we can be entertaining you, and you can be out there enjoying times with loved ones. So please do everything you can to stay strong during this very difficult time. And all of us will be seeing each other very, very soon. So take care and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hello. It's lovely to be with you today, just so that we can have a little chat, a little reminisce about times gone by, because that's what we do best at our age, isn't it? Anyway, that's why I've sent for you, because let's face it, I've been very lucky in show business, I suppose I should say. I've been in the business for hundreds of years, and over the years I've been lucky. I've travelled all over the world. And I've met so many stars, big stars, some of them, lovely. This will impress you now, I actually was lucky enough to work with the Everly Brothers. Do you remember them? The wonderful Everly. Well, when I say the Everly Brothers, not the Everly Brothers. Actually, they were just two brothers. One of them smoked heavily and the other drank heavily. But that's near enough, isn't it? Oh dear. So, I'll do impressions, because that's what I do. I'll bring you some voices of some of my favourite old characters from the good old days of variety. And when I was, it's always hard to know who to do with impressions, because you're never quite sure of the age group you're working to. I mean, looking at me, obviously, you can tell. I can only look back. I can only reminisce. I'm knocking on, let's face it. I'm so old I can remember when gay meant happy. Puff was a magic dragon. You could open a packet of biscuits without a Stanley knife. Oh, you know when you're getting old, when you need both hands to clean your teeth. You know when you're getting old, when your blood group's been discontinued. That's a bit scary. And you know when you're getting old, when an all-nighter means you didn't have to get up to go to the bathroom. I can't remember when that last happened. I really can't. Anyway, when I was a teenager, what a memory I've got, I used to listen to the radio, lovely shows on a Sunday afternoon, comedy shows, on Radio 2. Well, it wasn't Radio 2 in those days, was it? It was the Light programme. Shows like Round the Horn, Beyond Our Ken, Hancock's Half Hour. And this fella, I'll get rid of the bins now, don't need the specs. This fella was in all those shows and he went on to star in most of the Carry On films. The legendary Kenneth Williams. Oh, matron, the screams. No, stop messing about. You're lucky I'm here, you know, yes. Oh, I really didn't like it at all. Because I was driving, you see, I was driving here. And this police car stopped me. Big police car, a great big sergeant got out the car, walked towards me. I thought, oh, he's so willing. So I got out and I walked towards him. He said, you're staggering. Oh, I said, thank you. You're not so bad yourself. Ah, you get it? You're not so bad yourself. Kenneth Williams. Oh, I can go back even farther than that, you know. Yeah, this will test your memories. Does anybody remember a lovely comedian? He was actually from Liverpool, although he didn't sound it. Back in the war days, it was Second World War. And he used to do monologues, lovely sketches and monologues. And his most famous monologue started with the words, "The day war broke out." Does anybody remember who that was? Yes, it was Rob Wilton. And he used to do little chats, little jokes, something like this. My missus came down this morning. She said, you haven't noticed, have you? There's something different about me this morning. Well, I haven't seen anything. I said, is it your hair? Have you had your hair done different? She said, I have not. Oh dear, I said, well, in that case, it's probably the dress. Have you squandered all your coupons on a new dress? She said, I've had this old thing for donkey's years. Oh dear, I said, well, it must be the shoes. Are they new, the shoes? She said, you're not even close. I said, well, I can't see anything different. What's different about you this morning? She said, I'm wearing a gas mask. They don't write them like that anymore, do they, sadly? Now then, over the years, I've always had an ambition to work at the famous London Palladium Theatre. I've never managed it, sadly, but I've always wanted to. And when you think about the Palladium, probably the person that springs to mind hosted more shows than anyone else there. I refer, of course, to Mr. Bruce Forsyth. All right, my loves. Thank you so much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen and children, nice to see you. Did you do it? Did you do it? Oh, it's always wonderful to be at the Palladium. You always know what you're getting. When you saw a show at the Palladium, you knew what you get. A good quality, family-friendly variety show. But life's not always like that, is it, dear? Isn't it, dear? No, it isn't. Life can be so disappointing. It really can. So disappointing. What are you looking at me for? No, but I'll give an example about how disappointed I could be. I always used to love, well, I still do, I love the singer Dana. Do you remember her? Dana, lovely girl, Irish girl, did the Eurovision Song Contest. You remember? All kinds of everything remind me of you. That's her, Dana. I've always loved Dana. And a few weeks ago, I paid £40 for a ticket to see Dana. And when the curtains opened, it was an old woman mending socks. That can't be right, can it? Can't be right. Anyway, over the years at the Palladium, I've introduced all the stars, all the big names, both from this country and abroad, all over the world, and in particular from America, including this wonderful man, Mr. Liberace. Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a thrill to be with you right here. And I love coming over to the Palladium, and I always have a good time with Bruce. And you probably know that Bruce is obsessed with the game of golf. He really is. He loves it. And in fact, a lot of people don't know I love the game as well. I do. I love golf. And I was chatting to Bruce before the show. And I said, Bruce, you know what? I love golf so much that last week I treated myself and I bought a couple of golf clubs. He said, that's wonderful. Were they 3 irons? I said, no, Wentworth and Gleneagles. Isn't that wonderful? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce a compatriot of mine, a fellow American, a great comedian, Mr. Jack Benny. Well, thank you, Lee. I love it here at the Palladium, and I've been over so many times. But I'll never forget the first time I flew into Heathrow. And I was walking through customs carrying my violin case. And a customs officer stopped me. He said, just a minute. What have you got in the case? I thought, as long as he doesn't recognize me, I'll play along. I said, don't worry, I've got a machine gun in the case. He said, thank God, for a minute I thought you'd brought your violin. But ladies and gentlemen, we're all getting older. It's inevitable. I'm getting older. But I still chase women, but only downhill. And the other day I was chatting to a friend of mine, and I told him I was getting married again. He said, who to? I said, you don't know her. She's a beautiful blonde, and she's 20 years old. He said, how the hell did you get a 20-year-old girl to marry you? I said, well, I lied about my age. Oh, he said, you mean you told her you were only 50? I said, no, I told her I was 90. But folks, probably one of your favorite all-round entertainers that has appeared so many times at the Palladium has to be Mr. Max Bygraves. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you a story. I never said that. I've never said that in my life. Anyway, I love working the Palladium, ladies and gentlemen, and when you go there, when you're on the bill, the lower down you are on the bill, the farther down your dressing room is in the building. When I first worked at the Palladium, they gave me a miner's lamp and a canary. And the fellow that used to book all the shows, all the acts into the theatre was a fellow called Val Parnell. You probably remember him. You've heard of Val Parnell's Sunday night at the London Palladium. And what Val used to do when you were a new comic, when you walked on the stage, he'd walk out the front of the theatre, he'd cross the road, Argyle Street, and he'd stand on the pavement on the other side and he'd listen. And if he couldn't hear laughter coming from the theatre, you got the sack. I was lucky, he got run over. And I was walking past the theatre a little while ago now, and there was a beggar on the street, sitting on the pavement there, a tramp with a begging bowl. And as I walked by, he looked up at me, he said, "Any change?" I said, "No, I've still got the Rolls Royce and the big house in Surrey." But ladies and gentlemen, to finish off, a fella who still holds the record for the longest season ever at the London Palladium, it was for 46 weeks back in 1965. And it's still held by a fellow who's widely regarded as the greatest stand-up comedian this country has ever produced. I refer, of course, to Mr. Ken Dodd. By Jove, chuck it! Chuck it! Have you chucked it? By Jove, Mrs. So first of all, I'd just like to say how tickled I am under the circumstances. Have you ever been tickled under the circumstances, Mrs.? Have you? Well, they can't touch you for it. Not if you've been sponsored. But what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day, lads, for dashing to the kitchen, grabbing hold of a bucket of ice cubes, pouring them down the front of your wife's blouse and saying, "There's that chest freezer you always wanted." Oh, yes, because today I feel like doing something plumptious and daring, like pouring a tin of condensed milk down my wide front and saying, "How's that for reincarnation?" By Jove, as my dear old dad always used to say to me, he said, "Dotty," he said, "if you can make just one person laugh, you're rubbish." But, ladies and gentlemen, this is an educational show, this. Oh yes, once you've seen this, you'll say, "Well, that's taught me a lesson." But later on, we will be asking you deep-thinking, intellectual questions, like if a Methodist married a spiritualist and they had a baby, would it be a methylated spirit? That's a good one, isn't it? And the breakfast cereal. The breakfast cereal, by Jove, yes. If they, what's it called? What's it called, the breakfast cereal? Can't remember. I'll have to look at my notes. Oh, yes. I can't read without me glasses. All Bran. Thank you, madam. That was my wife, Marion. All Bran, the breakfast cereal. If it keeps you regular, why don't they give it to bus drivers? That's a good idea, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, seeing all the ladies, all the beautiful girls gathered here this afternoon, it reminds me of when I was young, when I was a teenager. I used to have, you'll find this hard to believe, I used to have lots of lovely girlfriends. But I never kept a girlfriend very long. No. It's weird. I remember once I took a girl home. I was only about 16, and a lovely girl. And my dad took me to one side. He said, "Don't," he said, "you can't go out with her. She is your half sister." Oh dear, fry me to death. About 2 weeks later, I took another girl home, and my dad took me to one side again. He said, "No," he said, "you can't go out with that one either. She's your half sister." Oh, I thought, this is ridiculous. And my mum, she took me to one side. She said, "What's the matter with you?" She said, "Why is it you never seem to keep a girlfriend more than a week or two?" I said, "It's my dad. It's my dad's fault. Every time I bring a girl home, he says, 'You can't go out with her. She's your half-sister.'" Oh, my mum said, "You don't want to take any notice of him. He isn't your father anyway." So let's forgive and forget. Turn your tears of regret once more to tears of happiness. Tony boy, everybody! Tony boy!
Hi there to everybody. I just want to wish you well at this horrible time. I think it's true to say that none of us will ever have experienced anything like this in our lifetime. And UK and many other countries have actually announced a state of emergency, and I guess it is. And they're asking us to stay at home, unless, of course, we're key workers. The key workers are the ones that keep the hospitals open, save lives, and, of course, supermarkets that allow us to buy our food. And I think we've got to keep the advice in mind that comes from our health specialists. They tell us, constantly tell us, and you've probably heard it before, they say keep washing your hands. So let's keep washing our hands. They say stay out of crowds. So let's stay out of crowds. And by doing that, of course, we do help the National Health Service, because if you're not going around, you're not likely to catch anything. If you're not going around in crowds, you're not likely to give anything either to other people. So all in all, we have to work together and do the best we can to save our nation and look for a good future. Stay at home. In memory of better times, I've put together a playlist of songs that I've recorded over the years. And so therefore, with the help of that playlist, I hope you'll stay at home with me. And if you don't like my music, you can find another artist you love and stay at home with them.
Hi guys! Okay, let's see if you remember any of these wonderful songs. Here we go. When you left me all alone at the record house, told me you were going out for a soda pop. You were gone for quite a while, half an hour or more. You came back and man, oh man, this is what I saw. Lipstick on your collar, tore the tail on you. Lipstick on your collar, said you were untrue. That your bottom dollar, you and I are through. 'Cause lipstick on your collar, tore the tail on you. We want to hear you all singing along. I hope you've got some people up dancing where you are too. You said it belonged to me, made me stop and think. Then I noticed yours was red, mine was baby pink. Who walked in but Mary Jane, lipstick all a mess. Were you smooching my best friend? Guess the answer's yes. Lipstick on your collar, tore the tail on you. Lipstick on your collar, said you were untrue. Bet your bottom dollar, you and I are through. 'Cause lipstick on your collar, tore the tail on you, yeah. Tore the tail on you, yeah. Tore the tail on you. Ah, there you go. Fabulous song there by Connie Francis. Lipstick on Your Collar. Okay, let's see if you remember this lovely one. It's called Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Why do birds sing so gay? Lovers awake the break of the day. Why do they fall in love? Tell me, why does the rain fall from above? Why do frogs fall in love? Tell me why they fall in love. Love is a loser's game. Love would never be the same. I know what a fool you say. For that foolish me, tell me why. Oh, why? Tell me why. Why do they fall in love? Take it away, dancers! Why do birds sing so gay? Lovers awake the break of the day. Why do they fall in love? Tell me, why does the rain fall from above? Why do fools fall in love? Tell me why they fall in love. Love is a loser's game. Love would never be the same. I know what the fool you say. For that foolish me, tell me why. Oh, why? Tell me why do they fall in love? Why do fools fall go, lovely old song there. Why do fools fall in love? Okay, we're going to do this one. Let's see if you remember this. Please do sing along. Here we go. Who's sorry now? Who's sorry now? Whose heart is aching for breaking each vow? Who's sad and blue? Who's crying too? Just like I cried over you. Right to the end, just like a friend, I tried to warn you somehow. You had your way, now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now. And again, one more time. Who's sorry now? Let's hear you. Whose heart is aching for breaking each vow? Who's sad and blue? Who's crying too? Just like I cried over you. Right to the end, just like a friend, I tried to warn you somehow. You had your way, now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now. One more time. I'm glad that you're sorry now. I hope you was all singing along to that one. Lovely song. Who's sorry now? Okay, I'm going to do this one. I don't know if you'll know this one. It's a lovely song. It's called Where the Boys Are. Where the boys are, someone waits for me. A smiling face, a warm embrace, two arms to hold me tenderly. Till he holds me, I'll wait impatiently. Where the boys are, where the boys are, where the boys are, someone waits for me. In a crowd of a million people, I'll find my Valentine. Then I'll climb to the highest steeple and tell the world is mine. Till he holds me, I'll wait impatiently. Where the boys are, where the boys are, where the boys are, someone waits for me. Till he holds me, I'll wait impatiently. Where the boys are, where the boys are, where the boys are, someone waits for me. Lovely song there, Where the boys are. Thank you.
Hi everybody, this is Russell Watson, looking slightly different to my normal guise of shirt and tie and lovely three-piece suit. I'm in my tracksuit with my baseball cap on, and I've grown a beard, just in case you didn't recognise me. I just want to say a big hello, and I'm sending lots of love and thinking about all the elderly and people who are in care homes at the moment in isolation. It's going to be a really difficult time, but please, try and keep your chin up and stay positive. I'm going to sing a little ditty for you now, and there's a furry thing on the edge of my chair here. I'm going to introduce you to her before I do sing. This is Muffin, who is looking quite relaxed, actually. I'm going to do a little bit of an old Neapolitan aria called Torna Sorrento. I love this piece. It's absolutely beautiful. I hope you enjoy it. Video mare quante bello, ispira tanto sentimento, come tu ti tieni a mente, caccettato fai sonar. Guarda chi sto giardino, siente sieste sciure arance, un profumo a così fino, dentro corre se ne va, e tu dice parto a Dio, da lontanetà stu corre, na sta terra dell'amore, tiene o corre non torna, ma non ne la sa, non darme stu tormento, torna sorrento, fammi capà. Did you hear my dog joining in with me? I don't know if you heard that, but that was a little... She actually sings with me. Sending you all my love, okay? Mwah. Myself and Muffin here is now come to life, actually. Look at her. Lots of love. God bless, okay? Please stay safe. Non darme stu tormento, torna sorrento, fammi capà. Bravo, Muffin, bravo, bravo. Fantastico. What a performance.
Well, a very good afternoon to you all. I must say I'm delighted to be here to entertain you today. Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, then spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? And hands, washing hands, reaching out, oh, touching me, No, I'm not touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline. And good times never seem so good. And I feel inclined to believe they never would. But now I look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurt, the hurting runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when I'm holding you? And warm, touching warm, reaching out, oh, touching me and touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline. And good times never seem so good. And I feel inclined to believe they never would. But now oh, sweet Caroline. And good times never seem so good. And I feel inclined to believe they never would. Sweet Caroline. Oh, thank you very much. Now for our Italian friends. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Hearts will pray, tippa-tippa-tay, tippa-tippa-tay, like a gay tarantella. Lucky fella, when the stars will make you drool, just like a pasta fazool, that's amore. When you dance in the street with the clouds at your feet, you're in love, oh, you're in love. When you walk through a dream and you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusa me, can't you see? Back in old Napoli, that's amore. One more time. Here we go. That's amore. Oh, that's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Hearts will pray, tippa-tippa-tay, tippa-tippa-tay, like a gay tarantella. Lucky fella, when the stars will make you drool, just like a pasta fazool, that's amore. When you dance in the street with the clouds at your feet, you're in love, oh, you're in love. When you walk through a dream and you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusa me, can't you see? Back in old Napoli, that's amore. friend's amore. Oh, that's amore. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, thank you very much, thank you. Well, I never felt more like singing the blues. I never thought that I'll never lose your love, babe. You got me singing the blues. Well, I never felt more like running away. 'Cause why should I go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. The moon and the stars no longer shine. The dream is gone I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but over you. I never felt more like running away. 'Cause why should I go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. Well, I never felt more like crying all night. 'Cause everything's wrong and nothing ain't right without you. You got me singing the blues. Whistle time. You got me singing the blues. Well, the moon and the stars no longer shine. The dream is gone I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry, 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 cry over you. I never felt more like singing the blues. I never thought that I'll never lose your love, babe. You got me singing the blues. Oh yeah, all right, here we go. I got a funny feeling that I'm falling in love with you. I got a funny feeling I'm falling in love with you. Just to say the word, tell me that I'll do. You got a funny feeling that I'm falling in love with you. My heart it goes popping every time I get inside of you. My heart goes bumping every time I get inside of you. Just to say the word, tell me that I'll do. You get the funny feeling that I'm falling in love with you. Yes, you're the one. Don't try to run. If it turns out right, I squeeze you tight when you're in my arms. Tonight you better get up on the feeling that I'm falling in love with you. You better get up on the feeling you're falling in love with me. Just to say the word, tell me that I'll do. You get up on the feeling that I'm falling in love with you. All right. You're the one. Don't try to run. If it turns out right, I'll squeeze you tight when you're in my arms. Tonight you better get up on the feeling that I'm falling in love with you. You better get up on the feeling you're falling in love with me. Just So say the word, tell me that I'll do. You got the funny feeling that I'm falling in love. I got a funny feeling that I'm falling in love. I got a funny feeling that I'm falling in love with you. Woo! All right. Oh, do you love me? Oh, do you love me? Oh, do you love me? Now that I can dance. Oh, watch it now. Push, push. Oh, shake it up, shake it up. Oh, shake it up, shake it up. A little bit of soul now. I can mash potato. I can do the twist. Yeah, tell me, baby. Do you like it like this? Oh, tell me. Yeah, tell me. Oh, do you love me? Oh, do you love me? Oh, do you love me? Now that I can dance. Oh, watch it now. Push, push. Oh, shake it up, shake it up. Oh, shake it up, shake it up. Little bit of soul now. I can mash potato. I can do the twist. Yeah, tell me, baby. Do you like it like this? Oh, I can mash potato. I can do the twist. Tell me, baby. Do you like it like this? Oh, tell me. Yeah, tell me. Oh, do you love me? Oh, do you love me? Oh, do you love me, baby? Watch it now. Push, push. Push, push. Push, push. A little bit of soul now. I can mash potato. I can do the twist. Yeah, tell me, baby. Do you like it like this? Yeah, push, push. Woo. All right, thank you. Here's one we'll dedicate to each and every one of you here. Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, so near or far. Like a song of love that clings to me. How the very thought of you does things to me never before. Have you been more unforgettable in every way? And forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Oh, in feels rather strange out there. There's hardly anyone in the street. And when they do see you, they walk across the road. Very strange times indeed. I hope you all feel safe and keep this terrible virus thing away from you. And it'll be all over soon, hopefully. Unforgettable, that's what you are. And forevermore, so near or far. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we go. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I'm gonna make a new start of it in old New York. These little town blues just melting away right to the very heart of it in old New York. I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These vagabond shoes are just learning to stray right to the very heart of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York. All right, chiller girls, let's see those legs. Hey! In old New York, I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap, and number one. These little town blues are melting away. I wanna be a part of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York, New York. Thank you very much. I'm afraid it's almost time for me to go. Here we go. One last song. when the day is dawning on a Texas Sunday morning. How I love to be there, with Marie who's waiting for me there. Every lonely city where I hang my hat ain't as half as pretty as where my baby's at. It's just the way Amarillo. Every night I've been hugging my pillow, dreaming dreams of Amarillo and sweet Marie who waits for me. Show me the way to Amarillo. I've been weeping like a willow, crying over Amarillo and sweet Marie who waits for me. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, and Marie who waits for me. There's a church bell ringing with the songs of joy that it's singing for the sweet Maria. And the guy who's coming to see her just beyond the highway, there's an open plane, and it keeps me going through the wind and rain. Show me the way to Amarillo. Every night I've been hugging my pillow, dreaming dreams of Amarillo and sweet Marie who waits for me. Show me the way to Amarillo. I've been weeping like a willow, crying over Amarillo and sweet Marie who waits for me. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, 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 and Marie who waits for me. Take it up. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, 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 and Marie who waits for me. One more time. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, 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 and Marie who waits for me. Whoa, yeah! Thank you very much, and a very good afternoon to you all. Stay safe. Thank you.
Hi guys, hope you're all well and hope you've enjoyed this week's show. A huge thank you to all of the artists that have taken part. Without you guys, we just could not do what we're doing. So thank you for all of your help. A couple of shout outs this week. We've got Karen and everyone at Pine Lodge Care Centre in Sittingbourne. Hi everyone, hope you're doing okay. And Joe Cook, who has watched the shows over and over and over. Hello, Jojo. I'm glad you're enjoying the shows. Please do keep sending in your requests. Please do keep sending in your shout outs. That's what we're here for. We want to hear how we're doing. If you want to send a message, send a request, whatever, please do get in touch, please. You can get in touch via our Facebook page, via our Twitter page, or just email the Not Forgotten. And let us know how we're doing. So thank you. In the meantime, hope you all had a wonderful bank holiday weekend and hope you enjoyed today's show, and we'll see you again on Friday. Bye guys, stay safe and stay home. See you soon. Bye.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do.